Stace from Magic and Ink, and today we're doing a flip through of Enchanted Kingdom, a paper love book that I recently got at Barnes & Noble. So besides being a lover of fantasy and writing, I'm also a big crafting geek, and one of my crafting loves is paper, probably because it is so aligned with writing, even if you're not using it for actual writing. But when I was at Barnes & Noble recently, I noticed that they had these paper love books, which is these big fat books. You can see how big it is, full of paper. And they have different themes. I saw one that was under the sea, and one that was flowers. And while they were pretty, they didn't really appeal to me enough to buy a whole giant book of them for, what, $30? But then I saw this one for the Enchanted Kingdom, and since that is right up my alley aesthetically, I knew I had to get it, and then I wanted to share it with you. You can see right on the cover, it tells you exactly what it is. 160 tear-off pages for writing, crafting, and sharing, and it includes stationery, gift wrap, stickers, posters, and more. So I thought it'd be fun for you to know if this is something you might be interested in, and maybe we'll talk a little bit of how you could use different things, but I'm not going to talk too much. We'll just let the flip through happen. It starts off with this beautiful framed page, and honestly, I never read the introduction. It's marketing stuff, and we get right into it with, again, more of this pretty ivy and some lined paper. You could use this for, I love the little dragon here. You can use this for writing letters if you want, cutting up in your scrapbook or your journals. It does come with some envelopes that you would have to cut out and glue together, but they do coordinate with some of the papers. The medieval theme takes a little bit of a darker turn here with a little bit of the Gothic look. This reminds me of the Afghan I'm planning on making for my daughter and her new spouse. More envelopes. Getting back to more classic medieval look here. And here we have some stickers. They are round and they come with all the different emblems. You could use these as seals for the envelopes or just stick them anywhere else you would stick a sticker. And then we have these beautiful little postcards with these beautiful scenes on them, which you could mail if you want. They're set up to mail. Everything is all perforated. I didn't mention that these sheets here are all perforated, so you can tear them out easily when you want to use them. Hopefully easily. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I will at the end of the video. Anyway, we have the postcards that are all perforated, so you can pull them apart and stick them on a board, stick them in a frame, mail them to someone you want to keep in contact with in a little more old-fashioned way. Some really interesting designs here. Now we're getting to some more artistic spreads. Artistic, look like pictures as opposed to just decorative paper. Some classic artwork. Beautiful photography. Castles and... Now, I have some frames in my room, some 8x10 frames that I just hung up on the wall with nothing in them because it was easier to do that than to store them until I figured out what to put in the frame. But it's very likely that I'll take some of these pages and put them in the frame. I'll see, they create a castle wall gallery right here. All the different artwork framed up. You could pick whatever fits your aesthetic. That one makes me think of Narnia for some reason. I suppose because it's winter. Of course, classic unicorn in the garden. These are very heavy paper that these are printed on. That is not my aesthetic. I don't know if I'll ever use those. I do like the sword. Some very William Morris-esque prints. Wish there was a big one of that instead of that. I'm not keen on skulls, but I do like the butterfly with the moon there. Oh, I like that a lot. Very medieval tapestry-like. This is pretty. We have bookmarks that you can punch out. Two-sided. There's a little hole for you to stick a tassel in if you want. This you could use black and white, or you could practice your coloring skills if you want. It's a really pretty design. I'm afraid my coloring is not good enough for that, but you know. So there's a lot of different moves in this book, in the one book. Again, we have more stickers here. I love that there's these like assemble your own castle stickers here. I don't know where I would use those. But it looks like it's like something I would love to play with it, but I'm with stickers because you can only use them once. This pretty quill and some brick wall pattern. So after you use the stickers, you can turn it over and use the brick wall texture somewhere. And more stickers with all sorts of medieval stuff. I really like it just for the stickers. I love stickers. I don't know why they haven't printed anything more on this paper than these 2 shades of green, but I guess if you're doing a project, you might want a plain color. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now here we have the first packet of wrapping paper. I've already opened it up. I wanted to show it to you. So we have the Castle and Knight wrapping paper and the ivy pattern, so pretty from the front of the book. It's just good quality wrapping paper, not, you know, just a regular size sheet. I'm sorry, I don't have measurements. Something you could fit a small box in. Not very big, but you know, who needs giant gifts anyway? You could use it as just regular crafting paper as well. I like this pattern with the little dragons. I've seen that in other sources too. These are just big cardboard circles that you can pop out. You could use them as tags, I guess, on a package, or decorations on any number of things. They have different designs on the back. This wants to crack open. They're trying to pop out. Now we get into some alphabets here. This is castle. That would make a fun print by itself, I think. What does the other one say? That one's just the alphabet. Different decorative fonts. King. These are labels that are stickers. So you could use them on gifts or in your journals again. And we have another, over here is some washi tape stripes, lots of different patterns. And we have the next packet of wrapping paper, which is the crows. I already know who I'm going to send that to, and that will probably go to someone else I know too. I do have a package for her, so her birthday's coming up, and she'll like that. glare on that is kind of bad for my light, but pretty flowers. These are more tags. These are more tag shaped with a little hole in the top so you can tie them onto things. You could use them as bookmarks if you wanted, though they do have to from on the back. More tags. Lovely addition for a package. Holidays are coming. You could have some really unique gift wrapping this year to put under the tree. More postcards. Well, these aren't formatted as postcards on the back, so they're just little note cards, I guess. You could put them in the envelopes. I presume that they're the same size to fit in the envelope. We would have to pull one out and try. And some more writing paper. Love this one with the little unicorn. And the dragon. Lovely little art. Some castles. That's the end of the book, where there is one more piece of wrapping paper. This one is much heavier than the others. It's almost a cardstock in its heaviness. Oh, it's actually not wrapping paper. It's a full-size poster of the unicorn in the garden. It's like a special gift just for me, since I love that. I don't know where I would put a poster, especially one with folds in the middle. So I'm not sure if that's a great idea or not. I don't know. I have to think about that. When I was a teenager, it for sure would have been taped up onto my wall. Now, I'm not so sure. I have a little higher standards, I guess. I love this envelope. I love this floral design that they have here. And I wish this wasn't marred by an envelope thing, or I would have just cut it out and used it for something. So that is the Paper Love Enchanted Kingdom book. I wanted to do one thing, which was to test how good this paper was with fountain pens. And so I want to find a good page that I don't mind besmirching. Maybe I'll just use this plain lined paper. So I have my Esterbrook Model J in the Blackberry Ebonite, and it has a medium nib. No, it has the journaler nib from Esterbrook, and I currently have it inked with J. Urbon Violet Boreal. So let's test this. So often paper is not good for fountain pens. It just kind of bleeds all over the place. This does not seem to be bleeding at all with this, so I'm encouraged by that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to also try it with my Retro 51. This is the Mermaid Limited Edition. I have a medium nib in here with, look, it's a dirty nib is what it is. It's I think it's Amaranth from Diamine. This is like notoriously my juiciest, fattest, wettest pen. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's probably not going to show up a lot of the finer qualities of the ink, but at least you can write in a fountain pen with it, which is important, I think. Okay, so what do you think? Is this something you would be interested in having for your own crafting and writing and journaling uses? Let me know in the comments what your favorite picture was, what your favorite part of this book was, and also if you'd like to see more reviews of products like this, so you can decide what you want to bring home for yourself. Please like the video if you enjoyed this, and subscribe to my channel for more magical crafting ideas and product ideas, and for my cat who's just coming around to see what I'm up to over here. I don't think he's in the camera, but oh, here he comes. What would it be without a visit from Bard? Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.